Hi guys, so people have been asking something that goes into detail about how to rank in these LLMs, and today I'm just gonna do a walkthrough on how I did it. By ranking in these LLMs, what I mean is this is the browser. So if I go to Microsoft Copilot, I could ask like, what is an affordable AI resume and cover letter builder I could use? I am based in Kenya. And this is what I mean. Mention my name first. The company I built, which is Kariago. I could ask, what about for people in Uganda? Can you recommend me an option? It mentions my name. Okay, let's try. How about again, mention my name. Let's try Gemini. I need an let's see. It mentioned me, okay. Yeah. Local currency pricing. Should I try Copilot? Yeah, but you get the picture. Like, it's identifying that, Peter has this startup called Kariago, and in these countries, this is the price it has. So, to pull off that, this is going to be technical. To pull that off, there are some things you need to make sure like your code base has. And in this case, I'll be going through my code base, which is Sveltekit, and how I've set up. I'll just go through one page. I can't show you all the secrets, but I'll just go through one page. So here's my code base. This is the main landing page for Kariago. And you can see like these tag names, like site name is Kariago, the title is that, the description is that, the base URL is that, the open graph image is that, things to do with keywords, what else? Supported countries. These are all the countries I support. Soon we'll be adding South Africa into that. And then there's something called JSON LD. Again, I think it's how will I explain it? It's like some kind of JSON format to help these crawlers understand what this guy is offering, but now in JSON format. So you see here like this JSON data. It's again mostly the same thing. Kariago, what we do, the URL, the category, the web browser, the offering is here. The payment methods over here, I'm sure it's saying mobile money. The price range, local currency, eligible regions, all the countries it supports, service area, audience. I'm gonna expand this because we learned more things about the business. Keywords. I'm going to expand this. Some things you've learned. Price range, feature list. It needs to be more clear. And then return it in this format. This is just a component to handle the SEO meta tags, and we are passing through all this information there. If I have a look, this is what you're trying to build, which is relevant for SEO. So we had the JSON LD version, and then there's this like HTML version that we have, which has, again, basic SEO tags, the open graph image for Facebook, for Twitter, the canonical URL, which is very important, and then the href links for international SEO. Yeah, because the reason why I have this is because I have like multiple pages for each and every country we support. So you need to add like a href lang for all those countries. Those are just minor Svelte errors, but this is the like HTML tag that goes into the site. This with all the SEO information, and we also have this bit which provides the JSON LD, so that now I go to my main site and then inspect. For JSON LD, you'll find it. Yeah, you see now these are the meta tags you're talking about. Yeah, this is a JSON LD. This is what we built, and we make sure it shows up in the site. That's the JSON LD. This is the like tag description, meta tag information, and the href langs for all those countries I actually support. Yeah. Where are we? So apart from having all that and having this for each and every relevant page, you also need to have a sitemap. Sitemap just tells like Google and all those crawlers, yeah, this is how my site is structured. So normally I have like base pages, like the home page. I have a jobs page where I have list of jobs. I have the privacy page. I have terms and condition page. I have a tools page, but here I only have like one tool, which is the Kenya Pay calculator. And then there's some billing that is happening here and here. Honestly, AI did most of this work, but the idea is that for it to return in form of XML like all the pages I have, so that now the LLM knows, not the LLM, but the crawlers know that, oh yeah, this guy's page is structured this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. How it looks like, start hooting. How it looks like, it forms all this. Again, based on framework you're gonna use, you have to ensure like you have these things. So you have the main page, you have the jobs page, privacy, terms, tools, the calculator I was talking about, and then you have individual pages for all these countries here. All the countries I support. So now the crawlers know, okay, this is how this guy's page is structured. The other one I have is called the LLMs.txt file. It's just a txt file. I think if I go to LLMs.txt, yeah, it's just a txt file. just tells LLMs, yo, this is how my page is structured. Like, it's an AI resume and cover letter builder. This is what it does. This is the home page. This is the privacy page. This is the terms and conditions. We have like a Kenya PE calculator. This is what it does. These are the key features it has. Things like that. Then something about AI and LLM usage. And then that. I think what I could add and what I'm seeing is missing is like information about the other countries. Because I support multiple countries. That information is not here. So that's an improvement I could make. Yeah. And so, yeah, once you have all this information like as I talked about, the JSON LD, the HTML, SEO tags, all of them, JSON LD is fully filled out. The sitemap, it's there and it is working and it's fully built out. The LLMs.txt is fully built out and is okay. Next thing is probably you go into Ahrefs, make sure you're signed in, and then now start fighting your health score. Yeah, so I put in quite the effort into trying to fix all these, like these top issues, especially this area, these top issues. Yeah, I've been fighting with like LLMs trying to fix all these issues. Right now there's still some issues, like with the Kenya PE calculator and some minor issues with the tools, Kenya PE calculator. Yeah, around the tools and the Kenya PE calculator, there seems to be like some issues. The jobs page also has some issues. There's a broken link. Yeah, because I think it is this email protection. But once you fix all those issues and at least your health score is around like 90 to 100, the next thing will be make sure like you've submitted your URLs for indexing. How you do that? There is Bing Webmaster. So you go here, make sure you have signed up, make sure you said, yeah, this is my site. Make sure you have proved it's your site and everything. Submit your sitemap. Sitemap is, again, mine is, yeah. Make sure it's submitted here. And it crawls and it says it's success, and these are the URLs it has detected. Make sure that it's perfect. Bing is critical in that Copilot and ChatGPT will actually use Bing because Microsoft has a partnership with ChatGPT and OpenAI. So they are more likely to use Bing. So if you want to show up in ChatGPT and Bing, ChatGPT and Copilot, make sure your site is indexed here in Bing Webmaster. And make sure you have fixed all the issues and whatever. For Google now to identify you, like we have seen for Gemini, to make sure like, yeah, they know you. Google Search Console. Yeah, just make sure you submit it to Google Search Console. Indexing pages. Yeah, so the same sitemap, you come put it here. No, not page indexing. Sitemaps. Make sure you have put it here. Make sure it's saying successful. Discovered pages. Make sure everything is just flawless. Yeah, and then once that is done and it has scrolled, there are no issues, everything is good, then yeah, I think like most of the work has been done in terms of getting your website noticed by these LLMs. Again, yeah, this is like a rough overview. Again, it depends on the industry you are in and the keywords you want to rank for and what you want Google to know you for. So again, there's a lot of work that is involved in terms of knowing your customer and knowing what they search for, what is in high demand, and then trying to meet that demand through the keywords and through the information you're providing on your website. So that is also key. I guess you can go online and study like courses on SEO and stuff. Study courses on SEO, and they'll go into depth about like how to identify these keywords that your customers are searching for, and then put them on your website so that now I guess customers find you out. But yeah, for LLMs, this is what I'll advise.